Okay, I'd like to teach you a lesson on basic guitar riffs. I have 5 different songs here from 5 different artists. Let's crack on with the first one. One of my personal favourite songs I love myself. When I was start playing it was Sandman by Metallica. I got taught it in a different way, but here is the correct way they do it live and the recording possibly. I'll show you what's happening. It's kind of like Dave Mustaine's spider chord thing. So you usually do a power chord. You usually use these 2 fingers here. Well, you gotta use now. It's a bit awkward. These 2. So what you want to do for your pinky, stick on the 7th fret of the A string. Let's see if I can get in a bit closer for you guys. Pinky on the 7, and you take your middle finger on the string below it, so the D string of the 5th fret. So you get that. And what you do with these 2 fingers left on top is you hammer on 6 on the E, then 4, no, sorry, it's not 4, it's actually 5. I'm wrong. So I'll correct myself again. So you stick your pinky first, then your middle finger, so pinky on the 7 of the A, your middle finger on the D string of the 5th fret, ring finger on 6 on the low E, then your index on 5. But you've got to let go with the ring finger. And don't forget to play that open E string first. So I'll go through it nice and slowly. So you remember this chord shape? It's like an inverted power chord, sort of. If you're a beginner, this might feel a little bit awkward, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. There we go. So that's your first riff, and of course you can always play the second bit. You should learn the whole song, it's great, but for this bit, it's probably my favourite bit of the song, is the intro. So yeah. It's just all it is. It's just a inverted power chord with 2 hammer-ons on top. It's great. For our second song is by Rammstein, and the song is called Du Hast. So what you want for this one is distortion, unlike the other one, which was clean. And you want to play this power chord on the 5th fret, so your index goes on the 5th, ring finger, or pinky. I like to use my pinky a lot sometimes, but I'll use my ring finger for now. So, yes. Like I said, it's a 5th fret power chord. So index on the 5th, your ring or pinky on the 7th of the A string. And what you want to do is you want to slide up to 3. So you go like that. Then what you want to do is hit that E minor power chord, so E minor, you know what E minor is, it's open E. So it's a open E string. Your index, you can just use one finger or two. It's up to yourself. But for this, I'm just going to use the one finger for now. So we're going to hold down the second fret of your A string and D, and then you play it all at one time. So once you've repeated that, once you repeat it, then it changes again. So you want to go back to your third fret, power chord, so it's 3 on the E and 5 on the A. Then you want to slide back to 5. Then your next chord is on the 7th of your E and 9th of your A string, so it's this one here and this one. So that's for your second song. Okay, for your third one is my very first guitar riff I ever learned on this guitar. Because my other one, I can't use it at the moment. It's a song called Paranoid by Black Sabbath. Very simple. Okay, so for this one, what you want to do is hold on, so you want to go to the 12th fret on your low E string and A, so you get that. But to get that hammer on, what you do is with your ring finger, is you hold down both 14 on the 14th fret of the A and D string. So when you go 1, 2, 3, and for this one, this bit is, you still hold on to the 12 of A and D. What I'm doing is I'm rotating my hand ever so slightly in my. So you would do is hammer on 12 and 14 on the A, 12 and 14 on D. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But to get back to here, you have to hit. Hold on. So once you get back to here the second time, to get back to here you have to use that 12 on D. But it's like I said, you don't have to do the step thing if you don't. You can do it if you want to, if that's the way you like it. that's the way you've learned. If that's the way you're learning it. That's the way I learned it first, but the way Tony Iommi plays it in Black Sabbath, he just holds it down. When you get back to this, you have to go to 12 on the D. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And after this riff, you jump into the main riff. So you do this part 4 times. So you do this part 3 times. And that's when the bass guitar comes in with you by Geezer Butler. So you want to do is palm mute the 12 power chord. So if you don't know what palm muting is you take the skin of your palm right up here and you just sit on the bridge right up here. You just do wherever's comfortable, you know, until you get this sound. So if you go too far back, it's all open. Well, it is open note, but you want to palm mute it. If you go too far forward, it sounds dead. You want to get that consistency, that sound there. Also helps if you angle your pick at a side instead of doing it dead flat. Gives you a little bit more speed and it kind of glides through the strings. Instead of going dead flat, which you can do, but if you're playing rock and metal, that's what you want to do, is angle your pick to the side. Kind of like that. You want a slight angle. You don't want a 90 degree, you want about 45. So yeah. And you want to count up to 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, because it's an 8s. Then you go down to 14. Well, no, not 14, 11th fret. So you slide up 2. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then with this power chord, you just take it 1 string down. So you just jump 1 string down. So now you become, you take your pointy finger, 11th fret of A and 12 of D. And you just go da, da, da. For this is another A minor chord. So what you want to do is take 1 finger and you place it on the high E, the B and the G string at the 12th fret and you slide. Then you go back to the main power chord. Then you go back to the first power chord that you play. Just like that. And that's, you got Black Sabbath, my very first guitar riff on this guitar. Instead of it, normally I play on my BC Rich Warlock, but I have 1 string missing. It's my high E string. So this one's gonna have to be put to the side until I can get a new packet of strings. Leave you there before you fall over. Okay, so my 4th song in this list I'm going to teach you is a song by Scorpion, and the song's called Rock You Like a Hurricane. So this one's easy. So it's a 7th fret power chord. So we want to take is your index on 7 of the A, take your ring finger, put it on the D of the 9th fret, so 9th fret D, and the one below it, so G of 9. And then you play that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then you go to the 3rd fret of your low E string, 5th of 5th fret D, and 5th fret G. You slide up to your 5th fret, so 3rd to 5. So you play that twice. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. You play this chord once. Then what you want to do is go down to your 3rd fret of the A string. And then you want to take, it's a power chord shape, so 3rd fret of the A, 5th fret of, so 5th fret of A, no, 3rd fret of A, sorry, not 5th, 3rd fret of the A string, and 5th fret D and G. You play this once. You play this chord twice. So you go 1, 2, 3. Da, 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 da. Here I am, about to rock you like a hurricane. What? It's probably my favourite Scorpion song and the only one I know of, probably. Oh well. This next one is a song by David Bowie, and it's called Ziggy Stardust. So it's another really easy song. So for this one, I believe you want to go clean. So you want a clean sound. Yeah. So let's change that by pressing a button. So for this one, it's basically a G chord. So what you want to do is take your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E, and you want to take your ring finger on the B string on the 3rd fret. So it looks like that. And while you're at this, I would mute the A string with your middle finger by just gently sitting on top. So it's very muted. It's like that, so it's a G chord. It's a G5 chord. And what you want to do is after that is go to D5. So it's the 7th fret on D, G, and B. Then after this you want to go 8 and 7 on the B string. And you want to do a slide. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you go to the 7 on the G, and you do a slide. After that, you want to go to C add 9. So it's like a G chord, so it's like a big open G chord. this all, you go one string down and one string up. So I'll explain what I'm talking about. So you take your middle finger on that string you muted before, so that's the A3, A string of the 3rd fret. Grab your index and you go 2nd string, or you go 2nd fret of the D, and grab your ring finger and stick it on the B string of the 3rd, where you had it in the first place. So what my chord changes are, so you go from this C add 9, the one I just taught you. So you go strum down once. Then what you want to do is let go of that ring, your middle finger, and bring up your index 1 to get a G/B chord. Then after that, you just take off your index and middle, and you keep your ring finger on that 3rd of the B, and you get a D sus 4A. So you go, so you get that. And that's the song. You play that whole, and you play this riff twice. So from the top, you go that G5 chord. You go to the 7. So 7 on D, D, G, and B. Then you go 7, 8. 7 on the G, and you slide off to around about the 3rd fret area. Then you play this chord again. So it's like a, so you go middle, so you go middle finger on the A string of the 3rd fret, your index finger on the D string of the 2nd fret, and grab your ring finger on the B string 3rd fret. So then you go all the way down. Then you change chord. So you let go of your middle and you bring one up. Then you bring your index finger and you bring one up. Then you let go of your index and you play all the way down. So all these strings are open except for this one. Then you want to kick on distortion for this bit. So what it is you go to your 5th fret power chord, like I taught you in Rammstein. So the pattern is, it's in 5. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I tend to do strumming for this. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you move up to 3, and you do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you go another 2 frets. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you go that. Then you let go of your pointy finger, so you're still playing these two. So you just play the open E string with the first fret power chord. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You slide back to 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Da, 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 da. And that's the first few chords of Ziggy Stardust. So if you like my lessons, please like and subscribe, and hit that bell, damn it. And if you're wondering what guitar pick I was using, funnily enough, it was one I got handmade. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's pretty black. Oh no. Yeah, it's pretty black. It's kind of hard to see it when it is, but it's the Pick of Destiny from Tenacious D. I'll do another video after this one showing you what it fully looks like. Peace out. Rock on.